Hey, Trinity Youth families, wanted to let you know what's going on in the next couple of weeks here. But first and foremost, this Sunday, obviously Halloween is tomorrow, Friday, October 31st. So we'll be doing a Halloween themed youth group this Sunday, November 2nd. So if your teenager's coming and they want to dress up in a costume, have them come in a costume. We'll be doing a Halloween costume contest, as well as we'll be doing some Halloween themed games to kick off our night before we jump in to what we're going to be doing. Now, that being said, last week we started our 5-week series on sacred stories. And Carla Aronson, for those of you who do not know her, she came and spoke, and she shared, for those of you who don't know her, she's been a longtime member of Trinity, but she shared about what God has done in and through her life. It was awesome to hear about her own story of taking her faith more seriously when her sister died when she was a senior in high school, to her call to go serve on mission in Africa, and just the wonderful things that God got to do in and through her, or rather, the wonderful things Carla got to do because of what God called her to do. And it was, I think, inspiring would be my guess for a lot of our teenagers to hear Carla's story. This week, I'm really excited because Pastor Tim's going to share. I'm just excited for all 5 weeks because we've got people from outside of the youth group who have a ton of wisdom, who have just, God has used them mightily and has done mighty things in their lives. And so Carla and Pastor Tim and Lanny and others who are going to share with our teenagers about what God has been up to in and through their lives, so that we can see that the Holy Spirit is still on the move, that what happened in the Acts of the Apostles is something that's still happening today as God is building his church, as God is reconciling people to himself. And it's one of the ways that we can hear about this is to hear people witness to what God has done. That's what Tim's going to do for us this Sunday. But a few things that are upcoming that I just want you to be aware of. First and foremost, Trinity Advent Party is Sunday, December 21st. I'm really going to ask that, one, you as families would commit to coming, but more than that, that your teenagers would commit to coming, because my hope is that our teenagers will play an important role in making that event awesome by creating a way in which our teenagers can lead the children of our church through the nativity scene. So more details to come on that, but would ask that you and your children are there. It's Sunday, December 21st, when youth group typically is 4 to 6 p.m. And then save the date for Winter Retreat 2026, February 13th through the 16th. And then way off in the horizon, Camp Barnabas 2026. I believe the dates are July 18th through the 25th. Check the email. I've had the accurate dates in there, but Camp Barnabas, save the date for that as well. Right now, I only have slots for counselors, no slots for barnstormers. I have waitlist. I'm waitlisted. I just so many people signed up this year to be barnstormers, so I do have a lot of slots for counselors for male and female, and we're still waiting to see if we're going to end up having any barnstormer slots. So more details to come on that. But that being said, parents, as we continue this series on sacred stories and seeing how God, through the Holy Spirit, continues to move, the question this week is, what has been one time in your life when you have clearly encountered the Holy Spirit, right? Through conviction, through comfort, or through calling? And then would you share what that experience was like with your child and what changed afterwards? Well, talk soon. Bye.